Hi, my name is Javeer Singh, and I'm going to be continuing the presentation from where Mitch left off. The first thing we're going to be talking about is food waste in numbers. On an average, $1,866 worth of food is wasted annually. This is a third of the average of a person's consumption per year. So basically, if you go to see it in the most basic terms, if you're having breakfast, dinner, and lunch, you're probably throwing one of the meals away. Now, all of this wastage, this all adds up to a total of $240 billion annually in the United States of America. And another fun fact over here would be that while most of the household waste are approximately 20 to 50% of the food, even the most least wasteful houses tossed at least 9%, which means that even though like people are trying to be less as less wasting as they can, they still end up wasting at least 9%, which is a study of the Penn State research firm for food loss and food wastage, which is, I don't know, pretty disheartening apparently. Now there are some sustainable measures that Penn State has taken, and out of which these three are the ones that I found the most interesting and the most useful. The first one is the water bottle refilling stations. So annually, Penn Staters recycle more than 200 tons of plastic bottles, which is approximately like 7.6 million bottles of water per year. And in the United States, only about 24% of disposable plastic bottles are recycled. Now, if you go to see at that rate, approximately, I think 600 tons of plastic bottles are sent to landfill, sitting there for hundreds of years because these bottles they do not, like, combine with the environment and decompose. They're just there slowly killing humanity. So again, I repeat again, the number is 200 tons of plastic bottles are recycled by Penn Staters. The second thing is a food waste awareness week, which happens annually, where a group of Penn Staters take the initiative of educating people about what food waste is and how composting is better uh, for the greenery of the environment. So what they do is that they actually have a film that they screen in the hub, usually because it's where people usually meet up. So they do it at the hub every year. I believe it's like a 2 hour film where it teaches you all the things you need to know about how not to waste and tries to make you a more green person, if you will. And the last thing is the green to go containers, where these eco-friendly containers that help reduce Penn State's carbon footprint. At our campus, the reusable containers operate much like the current layout containers. Um, and in the all-you-can-eat dining halls, what they do is that they have a pickup for these containers and a drop-off for these containers where the cashier is. So you can bring back the container, and they give you a new clean container for carry out. And if not, then you are given like a more, like, you're given this kind of a plastic bag, which is not really a plastic. It's like more like a more environmental plastic, and they give you that bag with your ID for the next carry out meal, just in case you forget your container. And yeah, students and staff using the container are charged like a one-time fee at the first use, and are issued a refund at the end of the semester. So basically, it's free. You just pay and you take it back. So which I think is a great thing, a great initiative. Now, another thing that I want to add to this is composting awareness. I think it's really important to spread awareness about composting, because that's one of the main things that leads to wasting of food. Sustainable-minded student organizations host food waste awareness weeks, as I told you in the last slide. And now I was reading a few blogs about the people who hold these awareness weeks. And there are these two particular quotes that I thought were very interesting, and I thought that they should be a part of this presentation. At Penn State, we are fortunate that we can compost our leftover food, but composting in a second least preferred option for food waste, says Jess Chow, a student from the Farm Club member, and food for thought will be a unique community dining experience to rethink food waste as a food rescue, says Katrina Weekland, who's a Sustainable Food Systems Program AmeriCorps member. So these two quotes I think were very interesting about how food waste is an issue, and I thought it was important to add these in the presentation. And yeah, just before I go to the conclusion, which happens to be that we have three things that we believe can help food waste, especially in Penn State. The first thing is education. Education means that we should be able to coach the public on taking less portions, especially because it's an all-you-can-eat dining. After all you can eat how much ever food you want with just a one-time payment. So you can refill if you're not hungry, but at least you would. Our main idea is that you should rather refill than waste the food, just in case you get hungry. So take smaller portions than you usually do, just in case. The second thing that we have on our list is donation, where we encourage Penn State and its dining halls to give the supposed waste to donation firms like Meals on Wheels, give employees the opportunities to take the food home, and more importantly, donate food for events with a gathering of hungry people. By this, what I mean is that we have a lot of events that happen, a lot of luncheons, a lot of dinners that happen all around University Park and State College. So it would be a great initiative to donate the food instead of wasting it that particular night. There are like events happening every night. So if people are getting free food, they would obviously love that. And it's not even like you're losing on anything because the food that you were giving them was anyways going to go in waste. So might as well just make someone just feed someone out of that. And the last thing that we would like to suggest to the dining halls is reduction. So the first thing you should do is track the amount of food you produce, then track the amount of food you waste, and then produce the average difference, the positive average difference between the production and the wastage. As simple as that. They have years of experience, and I'm pretty sure they have like a track record of how much food they produce according to the inventory that keeps coming in. So what they can do is that they can reduce by reducing. Thank you. This was Mitch and Jay. I hope you guys enjoyed it.